Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit cooladman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? This your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. How you guys doing? Welcome to college football. So we're going to be jumping back into the Georgia Southern offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at gun trips, Y, ISO. The play we're going to be looking at called deep attack. So we're going to be looking at deep attack. Very simple and easy to utilize. What we're going to be doing with deep attack is looking at how the play works. To me, I think it's set up pretty cool, but we want to run some tests to tweak it and see what goes on. So as we see here, the route across the middle of the field is pretty decent. I kind of like that route. It's not bad, the X route. I just feel as though it goes underneath and develop too long, I guess, in a way. Because the table route is perfect, so I feel as though if you put another table route, above it, I guess it'll work. I mean, I don't know if they will collide. Let's see if they will collide. They won't collide. They still got the route. A little bit better. Me personally, I just like that route a little bit better. Any type of level concept I like to really mess with in the zones and stuff like that, because they're both sitting on the zones pretty deep. And I love to test that theory, see how it is in this type of instance, because it goes right underneath, you know what I mean? So that's not bad at all. You're seeing it. So we do the end route here, and you can custom stem it and just reroute it in a way. See how this works. So we see we get that cross field type of ordeal. Well, overall, as I look at the play, it's not bad to run. I feel as though if they sit in the heat, you open up this middle of the field very easily. So it's not bad. But I'm looking at it like, if they got single high coverage, how would, that work? That's what I'm saying with that corner. How does that corner afflict that play that fast? That's what I'd be worried about. Or I will have to pick a window to throw, because you see how he just jumps off of him. So I will have to throw this ball sooner, probably around when he hits this area here. I will make this play work a little better, because as you see here, you see how he cuts that corner. You have to throw off your back foot. So I'm looking at the route. That corner has to make that decision. So that's what makes this play really works. If that corner where circle is going does not affect this play, you'll be able to hit him every time. You would just have to throw between that window. Now, the best window to throw in this play, I really think the play is set up nice. You will have to throw in this window. This is the window you really have to throw to in this area here. This is the area you have to be in to make this throw. And you better have a good quarterback, or, using the passing functions. But I'm just, utilizing, just using classic, So in this instance, when they drop back in zone like that, that's what I'm worried about. Now, to conflict that play here, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about, because a lot of people get caught up when they throw the ball. They're like, oh, it's open. But you see this situation in these zones make you seem like they running man, but they'll flip back into a deep blue and have this safety being picked up. But this is where this is where labbing the play works, because you have to figure out who's open, who's not. So this is where repetition works in a way, because if he's taking over, bam, you got him right across the middle. See what I'm saying? So This one makes the play more fine-knit, I would say, because it's like a little post route here. So if you take this away, you drop down and try to take it away or whatever he's doing. I still could have threw this route. He was wide open, but either or, this safety had to make a decision. I still made the throw very good. So that's another thing too as well. I didn't really make any adjustments. I'm just going by what I see, and I threw that perfectly off his back shoulder. So you can set the ball in ways to where the block is being sustained. So now that corner there, he's pretty much wide open. So this inflicts zone and man in a way, just not making any adjustments. And you can decide if you want to go table route or, the drag across the middle. So, I wouldn't make any adjustments on this play. Everything is set. If that corner doesn't drop in time, you still be able to make that throw. But as you see here, it's still kind of tricky because he's still got enough time to switch stick to that player. Because if he dropped back and comes after him, he's still having, I would say, enough time to, get his bearing as a user. So I really wouldn't test it as much. But if he drops, my instant second check look, when he drops, bam, I'm looking at him, because you see, he goes right past the receiver. So I'm going to be looking at him. So in order to really discern, really rep this play, is you have to look at the defender. Where can you go? Where is the defender going? Then you got to watch out for your quarterback getting sacked. So this is, I still can hit that shoulder, but that ball just too much air under that ball. And that comes with the territory of how the player's throwing the ball, because you have to look at that too as well. So that comes with the territory as well. So I got the back shoulder. I'm throwing high. It's a little bit too high, but I want to throw a little higher. But in this instance, he got it, but he got underneath that when he got bumped. So I'm still looking at this player because he's going to drop, and he got the body under him. So I would practice throwing the X more, because that's the player that's going to identify if he's in man or zone. But overall, the play is good. You just have to know who you're throwing to at that particular time. But to be safe, everybody got to have a save. So I would put him in a block and a drag underneath just in case, because we're not going to know if X is going to be our main factor. So we have to take that into consideration, because we want extra blocking. We want to be able to flood that right side. So now we have a flutter. So now we got a player we can just dump to. So now we can block this running back, bam, have our best receiver get the ball. So now we can still mess, throwing that X anytime we want. You know what I'm saying? We still can mess with that, throwing that X in that post anytime we want. But we always got a safety net right underneath all this stuff, which is going to be Hunter. We got our safety net just in case something happens. So we always got that underneath to throw to. I ain't actually caught that. But just like I said, I think the best adjustment would be drag, block, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much set in stone for you. You just looking for the guy. And once you look for that guy, you get. But I like Hunter coming underneath, because that puts a threat on the defense. Because if they send in 4 or 5 or 6, bam, you got Hunter instantly right there. That's no question asked. That's going to be your first guy you go to regardless. So just in case anything happens under the route you see they sending, it's just leaving him wide open literally every time. So in case you don't see those two guys, you always have an underneath to throw to. So just like I said, block the running back, drag square, and I think this would be the best setup for it in my instance, because if he dropped back in that zone, bam, you can hit that back throw very perfectly. Then just like I said, if they're in that zone like that, yeah, you can still make that throw if you got the right quarterback. That throw is perfect if you make it. But just in case they sending heat, or what is this? They sending what, 4 or 5? If they send in 5, you can still hit them. If they send 5, bam, Hunter is literally wide open. So you always had that drop, you know what I'm saying, which is your heat check. So just like I said, drag underneath, block running back. You got extra blocking. They send in 4. So now you can actually got that throw right on the back shoulder, and that's just touchdown every time. So I hope you enjoyed this play. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video.